Hey everyone, this is Tyler from Craft & Tailored, and in this episode of Under the Radar, I'm going over a super cool 1970s Wakmann triple calendar chronograph. The reference on this watch is 750.1309. I want to bring this watch to the light because I think it's kind of one of those more underappreciated watches. The movement inside is definitely very important and has a great lineage behind it. This watch in particular just fits really well on the wrist, and it's just something I felt really happy to share with you guys. So Wakmann kind of has this background as being sort of like an importer for a lot of different Swiss brands. They worked with Breitling a lot as their America side of things. They worked with Alsta a lot as their America side of things. And so that kind of gave them a lot of experience when moving more into like their own sort of wristwatches. So the name Triple Calendar Chronograph is kind of longer. However, it perfectly describes exactly what's going on in the watch. We have our hours, our minutes, we have our running seconds, our 30-minute timer, 12-hour timer, also have a full calendar. So we have the date, we have the month, and we have the day. And Wakmann was able to fit all of these complications into a watch that's only 37 millimeters large, which isn't too big, it's not too small. It kind of fits really nicely within that sort of vintage, modern sizing category. And I feel like it fits really nicely on the wrist. Wakmann was able to do all of this by using the Valjoux 730 movement, which is actually based on the Valjoux 72, which is one of the more important Valjoux chronograph movements that was ever created. A modified version of the 72 is actually used in the Jean-Claude Killy or the Rolex 6036, which was also a triple calendar chronograph or datograph, but that's just one of the more collectible, rare, six-figure Rolex watches that are definitely at like the top of a lot of collecting and a lot of different collections around the world. But to see such a similar movement housed in this 37 millimeter Wakmann, I think is probably what makes it one of the more under the radar watches that we've reviewed. Wakmann did make a 39 millimeter version of this watch, and those are a little bit more rare, a little bit more sought after. However, I really like the 37 millimeter. It feels like a proper sports watch. The fact that all of those complications were housed in a 37 millimeter without it being too tall or too wide, I think is just sort of like a feat of engineering. And it's so well organized where you can tell exactly what time it is, where the chronograph is, and what the day, month, and date is on the watch just at a glance. It's one of those layouts that kind of just works and looks really nicely, especially with that sort of reverse panda dial. The little accents really work for me, that red chronograph hand, those sort of elongated pushers and lugs. I don't think I would change anything about it. And why I wanted to talk about this specific watch is how original it is, from the pushers to the Wakmann signed crown, setting pushers on the left side of the case, dome crystal, the dial and the quality of the dial, to all of the factory markings on the case back. I think just make it a very premier example of the 750.1309. And I don't know if these watches are going to skyrocket in value. I wouldn't expect that. However, I think with how cool the movement is and the lineage that it has and the overall layout and aesthetics of this watch, really make it an undervalued proposition. Even the more desirable 39 millimeter versions, you can still scoop up under 4,000, and this watch is available on our website at craftandtailored.com under $4,000 as well. So that's just a couple of the reasons why I wanted to sort of shed some light on this Wakmann triple calendar. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow us on Instagram at Craft & Tailored, and if you have watch questions, we are here to help. You can drop us a line at info@craftandtailored.com. We'll see you in the next one. Can you please leave?
Come on, just
Leave.
a little B-roll.
No.
Just a little bit.
No.